Hey there everybody, it's Mecha Draco coming to you with another Observations of Society. And in today's Observations of Society, we're going to be discussing the Women's March that's happening today, March 8th, 2017. Apparently today is also going to be International Women's Day, which makes sense as why they would have a Women's March on this day. So I can go and give it to that. Now, to start off with, I just want to say, if you guys really enjoy my content and you guys enjoy watching this kind of stuff, please hit that subscribe button or leave a comment, and definitely hit that like button. I really appreciate any support you guys can give in that way, so don't hesitate to do so. And of course, let's go ahead and start off by just giving my basic opinion on the idea of a women's march. So, I'm not against the women's march itself. I'm not against the concept of women's equality. I'm not against the concept of women having equality, fighting for equality, especially around the world and everything like that. But I want to go over a little bit more about what it is that we're actually really trying to fight for here. Or more specifically, what I want to talk about is I want to talk and see what it is that the Women's March that's going on today is actually all about. So, though I felt the best way to actually do so was to go and look at the actual website that was promoting it. So, this website will in fact be in the description. It is globalwomensmarch.org. I certainly hope you guys can go to check it out. Like I said, it will be in the description. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it here, and you guys can check it out yourself if you would like to do so. All right. So starts off, Global Women's Voice. One goal: to unite for equality. All around the world, women strive for equality. Equal rights, equal pay, equal chances, equal education, equal lives. Countless times and places, women march the streets seeking strength in numbers, gathering in hundreds, thousands of women to show government God, I really feel like I'm missing these sentences. It feels like they're really mixed up. Gatherings of hundreds, thousands of women to show governments, leaders, and rulers they are forced to be reckoned with. I don't know. I just feel like I'm either missing words when I read these sentences or something else. But let's move on. We are, 3.7 billion women walk this earth. So what would happen if we would march together, all of us, everywhere, on the same day? Well, a lot of stuff would not get done. Anyways, Global Women's March, show the world we are united. From Kampala to New York, from Amsterdam to Helsinki, from can't say that. Not even going to try. From equality of education to equality of pay. Don't they have better education than we do by now? Whatever. Let's walk together. In our own community, in our own way, in our own shoes, and in the knowledge women everywhere are doing the same. By marching for your own goals, you support all other women around the globe marching for theirs. Join the Global Women's March and make a statement together. Okay, so that basically is in fact true. If you are in fact marching on the day, if you are marching today at the Women's March, and doesn't matter if you're there for a completely different reason, doesn't matter if you're there for the reason that the actual march is there for. If you're there, you're marching for the actual reason of it. So, at the very least, try to do something a little different than they did at the march on the 21st, the day after the inauguration, the Women's March on Washington, and actually know why you're there. I'm not saying that probably a lot of people there probably did know why they were there, and they knew what they were marching for, but it'd be nice if more of them did. So let's move down a little bit more. So as you can see here, it shows a few pictures here. I'm assuming that first picture looks like it's actually a bunch of pictures of a couple of celebrities during the Women's March. Probably the one on Washington, so, obvious. Of course, they would use something like that. And then, of course, on the right is just another picture of whatever. Women's March on Washington, so on and so forth. So, goes on to continue with this about The idea for the Global Women's March is inspired by the 1975 Iceland March, when over 90% of the women left their homes and their jobs to march for equality. More than 40 years later, the gender gap still exists, and it will take nearly 2 centuries to close it, if we keep going at the same snail's pace. Which, all I can think of on that is like, what gap? What gap are they talking about? It just says the gap. What gap? It's not even trying to actually explicitly show you or tell you what gap it is that we're fighting for here. It just says a gap. Oh, there's a gap. We're fighting to close it. And it'll take a really long time to close it because we're going so slow because we're so against women having rights. But we're not going to tell you what gap that is. Anyways, women supporting each other will be the tipping point in making change happen. And I don't disagree with that. Obviously, in 1975, there in Iceland, it clearly showed it had an actual action. However, in 1975, there might have actually been something to fight for. Anyways, women supporting each other will be the tipping point in making change happen. Join the Global Women's March with 3.7 billion other women and show the world equality is inevitable. See, the first time I thought that they just did it because it was an accident. When you see it a second time, it's clearly not like a mistake. They clearly think that's how you're supposed to do it. Anyways, find out about our collective mission, learn more. We're not going to worry about that. If you'd like to go on ahead and do that, by all means, again, go to the website, look it up yourself. You can read more. We're just going to look at the front page here. And holy crap, who let this get through? Join other like-minded women and allies in the global women's movement. Join other like-minded. Like-minded? I guess it's like-minded. Like-minded, I don't know. Do you want to find out how to take action? Find out how. You'd think for an actual full-on organization for the Women's March, you'd think they'd spell check the damn thing. Anyways, at the very bottom here, it has a video for you guys to watch. It's pretty much just a video showing a crap ton of pictures from the 1975 March in Iceland and another bunch of pictures that happened during the Washington March. So it's not really anything different from what they've already shown, and there's a couple of little like comments and subtitles and stuff like that going on throughout most of the video, just basically saying, hey, we're not equal. All around the world, let's be equal. So if you'd like to go and watch that video, by all means do so. I would definitely, of course, suggest going out and watching it. Be careful, though, if you do. I would suggest maybe turning the sound off completely. There's only music playing, and music doesn't even start playing until about 45 seconds into the video, and it's really loud all of a sudden, so either turn the music or turn the volume really, really low, or turn it off completely is my suggestion. So if you really want to go see that, like I said, go see it. It'll be in the description. You should be able to get it, no problem. So, anyways, let's move on. Now, what I want to talk here now is what exactly it is that the march is all about. All it said on that page is that they're fighting for equality. They're not fighting for anything specific. They're just fighting to close the gap between equality of the sexes. And all I can think is, what inequality exists? Now, I have a few, like issues myself with the whole concept of feminism, because a lot of it is anecdotal evidence from several women who all say the same thing. Oh, I was treated badly by a man. Well, no offense, but I could say the same thing on my end. I have dealt with many women who I can't say are good, I have dealt with very selfish women. I have dealt with very, very abusive women. I have dealt with women who are very sexually driven. And they have cheated on me. They have broken my heart. They have hurt me in a lot of ways But I don't hold that against all women. Because that's these women that I've dealt with that have done that to me. So why is it when I deal with some women who are bad, who treat me badly, and the same thing happens to a woman, they can go and label it as all women or all men are bad because I was treated badly by a man. When I say like a woman treated me badly, I can't say all women are like that. I wouldn't say that, but why can't I? Why can't I use my anecdotal evidence as proof that all women are bad? Now, I'm not MGTOW, I'm not anything like that, but I'm just saying, I don't think women are all bad. I just think that it's a little unfair and a little unequal that women have that right. Now, what I want to really know is, what is it here in America, in the United States, in the Western world that is against women? What is it socially and systematically in our governments, in our corporations, in our everything that is against women, that's against making women equal? What is it that we have in our society, whether it be our government, be it our just normal people, normal social interactions, that is against women? Now, I don't want you to use the pay gap, because the pay gap, we all know, doesn't exist. That is a number that is super inflated and uses a completely inaccurate form of determination. It loses out a crap ton of variables, and it's inaccurate, and we all know that it is. And anybody who tries to continue to use that argument is just blind. They're just explicitly ignorant. They're just trying to be ignorant. So I want, for anybody out there, in the comments below, give me something. Give me something to work with that shows me and tells me what is unequal in society. What here in society, in my society, in America, here in America and the Western world, that is unequal when it comes to women? And what is it in our society, in our government-controlled society, or even in our social interactions, is it that's against women? And be explicit as you want to be. I don't care. I'm here. I'm open for discussion. I want you to change my mind. I don't want to be blind to this if it's something that's actually happening. I want to know. I want to fight against inequality if there is inequality. So I want you to tell me what it is. So, as always, guys, I think you know the drill by now. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Please, by all means, leave a comment below. I certainly hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will, of course, continue to make videos like this as often as I can. I certainly hope, again, you enjoyed. And as always, guys, good luck out there. And don't forget to have fun.